I'll do a small navigation around this standard dashboard. Here you can see what we have put is the main, let's say, interesting indicators. So you have a project summary. Okay. Here you have a project summary. As a local, you can see all the projects. So if, let's say, I'm the India local, I can see all the Indian projects. And you can see the narrative from logistic management, okay, for all the projects. This period is available for 6 months. So here in this little window, you can have all the narratives from the projects for the last 6 months. Here, from this menu, you can select which month you want to see. So here we have October. We are able to see September, August, July, and June. Okay. So if, let's say, I want to see the narrative of this project, of the project Bijapur, and I want to see the full narrative, I click on Read More. Then the whole thing expands. And I can see for October what Bijapur project has written. If I want to see the history, I go to September, I choose September, and then again, I can see last month's or the previous month's narrative. I can do the same for August, July, etc., etc. Now, if you see here, if I expand the narrative, you see that you have to scroll. If you don't like to scroll, some people write a lot of things, then what you can do, you can go to the top right of this window, of this widget as we call it, and then you click on the resize, and this becomes a full page. So it's easier for you to read. Easily, we can read easier. Once we finish reading, then we can minimize it, reduce the size again from the same button, and we make it more compact. Okay. Now, let's suppose that you are a loco and you and you want to see, and you make a handover, you just arrived in a mission, and you want to see the history of the mission for the last year or for the last 2 years. Then what you can do, you can go on the same widget, on the same little window. On the top right corner, you click on the little gears, which is configure this widget. And then instead of from for the period of 6 months, you can choose either 12 or 24 months. So I choose 24 months. I click Save. And then here in one screen, I have the history of the narratives of all the projects for the last 2 years, as you can see. And I can switch between any of those. I can see November 2015, what has happened over there, and then I can see afterwards on December what has happened, and there I can follow as a kind of a handover and reviewing the history. If I want to change back to the 6 months because it's too much information, then I can go back to Configure. I choose the period 6 months, and I click Save. So now I have only the 6 months, the last 6 months. When we say a clarification here, when we say that the period is 6 months, it's 6 months as from the day, from the month that we have up here. Yeah. So it's November 2016 and 6 months backwards. If here I choose March 2016, then these widgets is from March 2016 and 6 months backwards. So here the menu means that I can see March, February, January, December 15, and November 15. Okay, so the period is always, you can always adjust the period to based either on from this menu, from the widget menu, or from the top date menu. So you can always see the period that you would like.